At the bottom of the blue sea, there was a mermaid castle. The king and 6 mermaids lived in the castle. In the world of mermaids, when you turn 15, you can go to the human world above the sea. The youngest princess is always excited as she listens to her older sisters tell her about the human world that they have seen. I want to turn 15 soon and see the human world. On a moonlit night, the 15-year-old mermaid emerged from the sea. A white ship with many lights was floating on the sea. Wow, it's amazing. Humans can make such big things. It was the prince's ship, and it was his birthday that day. What a wonderful prince. The mermaid was enchanted by the prince. Lively music and laughter could be heard from the ship. Then suddenly, a storm hit the ship and the prince fell into the sea. The mermaid rescued the prince and carried him to the shore. "Prince, stay strong, prince." The mermaid continued to call out to the prince. Then, a woman approached her from somewhere. And the mermaid was surprised and hid herself in the sea. The woman picked up the prince, and at that moment, she came back to life. "Oh, thank you. You saved me." The prince mistook the girl in front of him for his savior. Then the mermaid wanted to become a human and be by the prince's side. So she went to the witch and asked her to become a human, and the witch said, "Give me your beautiful voice. Your voice is said to be the most beautiful in the sea world. And if the prince marries another woman, you will never be able to return to being a mermaid. You will become sea foam. Are you still okay with that?" The mermaid nodded. The mermaid drank the potion that turned her into a human on the beach, and fell into a deep sleep. After a while, she woke up and found the prince standing next to her. But she could no longer speak. "There must be something going on. Come and rest in my castle for a while," the prince said, and took her to his castle, where he treated her like a little sister. One day, the prince said with a happy look on his face, "I'm going to marry the woman who saved me when I was drowning in the sea." She was the princess of the neighboring country. The mermaid wanted to scream, "I saved you," but she couldn't make a sound. She just laughed sadly. Finally, the day of the prince's wedding drew near. That night, her sisters floated up to the sea and said, "Mermaid, we asked the witch for a knife. Use this to stab the prince in the chest. Then you won't turn into sea foam." The mermaid took the knife and sneaked into the room where the prince was sleeping. The prince was sleeping soundly in his bed. "Goodbye, prince." She said this in her heart and raised the knife. But the mermaid could not bring herself to kill her beloved prince. With tears in her eyes, the mermaid threw the knife into the sea and jumped in herself. The morning light began to shine on the sea. The mermaid rose into the sky. The voices of angels echoed in her ears. "Mermaid, for the next 300 years, do something for humanity. If you do that, God will grant you everlasting happiness."